You guys watched my last 3 videos. I pointed this out directly, so you can go back, watch my videos, and see me talking about this right here. I said this is a potential reversal for the market to push up to this zone. And I said potentially we could go up into London highs, but as for now, I think we'll push to this zone, which we have. So if you guys want to see my trade recap and the trades I took, we took this trade here on this candle, and then we took a nice orb trade here. I just have my orb turned off at the moment. Beautiful, beautiful trading day. But the reversal, say you missed all this move, you got on the markets late. Looking for something like this, the reversal is a great option. So when I marked this out, I was looking for a close above on the 5-minute, a pullback, and then a push up. And like I said, that is exactly what we got. And let's go ahead and measure that out. And I want you guys to get in the habit of doing this because it's going to give you clear, concise, profit to risk ratios and what you're looking at. So this was about a 60-point move. Could you have trailed it tightly to the top of this? Yes, which would, potentially give you another 14 points. So 60-point move right here. And then what would be our risk? So where would you place your stop loss if you were trading this? If it were me, I would have placed my stop loss below this, and I would have waited for price to move away from my entry significantly to start trailing. So I would have probably started trailing right in this area. It started trailing up. But remember, when you guys start trailing, is you're accepting that potentially is the price you're going to take, and that is it. So be mindful of that. So if we were to have placed our stop loss below this red candle body and then just take it down to our zone, that is 25 points, right? So a great habit to get into is to open your calculator, and let's clear this out. So if you are trading one full-size contract, it is $20 per point. What did we say that was? 60 points about? So you could say 60 points times $20. So every point, again, is worth $20 with a full size. That's $1,200. That is more than some people make in 2 weeks. So keep that in mind when greed and fear start to step into the chat. Like, do not get yourself in positions where you're like trying to push more out of the market. Try zone to zone. If you see it break through the zone, then yes, you could wait and see if you have a rejection and then another push up. What I mean by that is, let me show you guys exactly. London session is a perfect example of this. So we push down through the zone aggressively. We retest it. We continue down. We push down through the zone aggressively. We have a retest. We push down. And then this is that consolidation I was talking about, where I saw a nice trade setup. I took that trade down to the zone and then waited to get back in. So $1,200 made in the matter of, let's count this, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25 minutes. So in 25 minutes, you made $1,200. So do not be greedy. Close your computer, lock yourself out. And that is only trading one contract. Most of these prop firms, you can trade more than that, but you have to be willing to accept the risk. Where we placed our stop loss was 25 points. So just for visual reference, if you had 25 points of stop loss times $20, you're looking at $500. So you're looking to make $1,200 with risking $500. So it's a little more than a 2-to-1. So keep that in mind when you guys are trading. And it's a good habit to get into, start measuring out your zones. So if you're trading zone to zone, which is what I like to do, see if your risk tolerance is worth it. If you were to trade what I traded this morning, would that be worth it to trade to this zone? Absolutely. That's 40-ish points, depending on when you got in, right? If you traded the orb this morning, remember, measure out potentially where you got in. You saw it come back up into the zone. Let's turn. Where's my orb at? Why is this? I don't know where my orb went. There it is. Okay. There's the orb. Let me turn off trading sessions. Okay, so here's our orb. We get in, say we get in at this red candle. Again, these are right in our zones as well. So good indication there. Could you have waited for it to break down through our zone? Sure, absolutely. But we've already broken our zone once, retested, and now we're pushing down again. So potentially getting in at the bottom of this red candle. Let's measure that out. Going down to our next zone. That is 107 point move. And then again, let's just visualize that. If we are trading this right here, so we're trading, what did we say? 107 point move times $20 per point. What is that? $2,140. $2,000 to trade that. And how long did that take? That was an even shorter trade than this previous trade that we were originally discussing. So this trade here took you 25 minutes on the buy, but the sell out of the orb, you guys, 15 minutes. 15 minutes and you just made $2,000. So this is having a bias, understanding it, staying true to yourself, knowing when to get in and out of the market. And I hope this helps some of you. Like I said, the course is about done. So if you guys have not followed me, make sure you hit that follow button. I'm trying not to make these as long, but they always end up being long. So I just need to quit saying that. So if you guys have any specific trading questions, please let me know. I'm really looking forward to having this course for you guys. I've went over absolutely literally everything. I'll continue to add videos to it and keep reiterating, what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And we're going to have live trading. That is the biggest part of this. So really, really looking forward to that, guys. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit the follow button, like this video, and then comment anything you're struggling with, or if you like this content, let me know what you want to see more of. If you need more explanations on certain things I'm doing, the ways I see the market, drop it all in the comments. I'm going to be doing reply videos. I just have a meeting I have to get to. So I hope this helped some of you kind of understand my bias and how I look at the charts daily.